when I don't know nothing else, I know what his word says. So I'm like, okay, it says this in his word. And his word is the truth. You can't misunderstand the word of God. And hear me when I say that, because like, you can hear God's voice, right? And a lot of people, they get, not sure if it was him or so on and so forth. But when you are in the word of God, you cannot mistake that. Like, it's literally right there in black and white and red sometimes, so you can't mistake it. So cling to his word and what his word says. And just like Destiny, in your situation, like, Philippians 4:19, right? I will supply all of your needs according to my glorious riches. Now, at the same time, there are some people that have had to sleep in their car, girl. It's just a part of giving God your yes. But please believe, when he opens up that door for you, for your home or whatever, it's going to be nothing but his glory, his grace, his favor that did it, and you being in your car is a test of your faith, a strengthening your faith, your perseverance, your endurance is character development, girl. It ain't fun, but it's character development, and it's all for our good. In every situation, just like I mentioned in a recent video, even hardship has a season, right? Like, there's a time and a place for everything, right? So your hardships, your troubles, they're only going to last for however long God allows it, and then it's done. Valley lows, mountain highs. That's why I watched a sermon on that recently, y'all. Well, not recently, it's probably been a few weeks, but he was talking about the valley lows, and then you get up to the mountain high. That's what comes after a valley. When you're in the valley, what comes next? The mountain, right? But there's so much work that has to be done in the valley so that when you get to the mountain, you steward it well. You're better, you receive it well, you're able to, step into whatever it is that God has for you. Because when you was in the valley, he was pruning, molding. That's just the way I look at it. And that's why I tell people too, y'all, it's just, you got to know him, his character and his personality, and to know when you're going through something that he's going something's going to work out. Something at some point in time, God is going to change it. He's going to change. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, when Joseph was in prison, right? Like, Joseph was 17 when he started to get his dreams about God, right? About his, what he's going to do or whatever. It wasn't until I think he was 30. Yeah, 13 years later. 13 years later. Okay, I know that's a long time, but 13 years later, he was in the palace. And it happened in a split second. He was in prison, right? He was only in prison for like a couple years. Y'all know that. But anyway, he was in prison, and then boom, overnight he went from prison to the palace. So it's everything from